This can't fucking be food for humans. Woohoo. I had just left the bus at the second last station in my village. Today I was excited, as today I would do something productive. I would find a new recording spot to make videos in. I got the colorful and bright idea to record videos outside. Oh, maybe I should stand up recording. Maybe I should record videos outside. I looked for recording spots in the other part, the northern part of the village, the same village. I looked around and, ooh, this area, ooh, I remember it. I was at this area when I was selling newspapers 2-3 years ago. And then I looked there, and then ooh, a little pond, some grass, ooh, nature, beautiful, it looks pretty cool. And it was 2-3 p.m, so it wasn't yet dark yet, and it was autumn, and it wasn't too cold. And it was kind of cool and stuff. And then I was walking there, I was trying to find a recording spot. I decided to take a little peek at the forest area that my brother and sister had told me once that it was a forest that was really hard to walk in. There was like a natural forest path that was really hard to walk in, and so I saw it, and holy shit, there were these bushes with like fucking weapons on them, bro. They had like these thick branches with needles, almost needles, like very dangerous to approach. Those things, bro, they could probably poison you if they if those needles, whatever, those little pointy things hit your fur, hit your hands or knees or your body. And then I looked around, I was like, yeah, it's cool, but I actually didn't find any, so then I walked towards my house on the way. I was almost at the other side of the village, so I was like 2-3 kilometer walk, not too long. And I looked at the northern bridge. Oh, there I found a pretty decent spot. And I recorded some videos. You can see back on my channel there was like a sauna house, and it was very dark outside. I recorded some videos at like 4 a.m. and yeah, that's another story. But I found that spot and it was kind of cool, so I was like, yeah, I can consider this spot. Then I kept walking, and then I approached the harbor after a couple of minutes, and then there I found another spot. There were some benches and then harbor that I could record, that I could put. I had this lunch box to balance my phone so I could record outside and whatever. And then I looked at the western bridge, a kilometer or two after the harbor. I found nothing. So I found, and then around that time, when I was almost home, can you guess what happened? I was 17 years old. And I was shitting myself. I was 17 years old. I was last year of high school. And I shit myself while walking outside. And then I was walking like this, like fucking wide legs, like you have shit your pants. You need to walk like this, shit your pants. For a kilometer or two, bro. Imagine shitting yourself. I had like fucking liquid diarrhea, very bad stomach, and I was like, I was embarrassed as fuck. 17 years old, last year of high school, bro. If someone saw me walking like I am fucking dysfunctional human or something because I've shit my pants, and I was just like, this just can't fucking be food. This just can't fucking be food. Like, no matter how you look at it, this is not food. This isn't food. How can this be food? I'm walking and I'm shitting my pants. I have no control over my digestive tract whatsoever. No control whatsoever. Just holy shit. It's fucking insane. It's oh my god. Yeah. You are what you eat. We aren't living in the Garden of Eden. It's kill or be killed, it's survival of the fittest. In nature, you know about this. It's you, your family, your tribe. Everyone else is either a friend or an enemy. Most are enemies. The only friends you have is basically your tribe members. Another tribe that is probably dangerous. They don't care about you. They maybe rape your women, whatever terrible thing they did before, because they are not your friends. Only your family and your tribe are your friends. Everyone else is basically an enemy. There is no neutral creature. We hunt for benefits. We hunt for food. We protect ourselves because we protect ourselves. We follow our intuition. Someone does something bad, we do something bad back, as we have revenge. Revenge is normal and natural. It is seen as a sin, it is seen as a bad thing, it's seen as a waste of energy and time, yet in nature every single animal has revenge. You kill a cub, or you kill the bear children, the real bear will go fucking murder you. They murder your children, you murder them no matter what it takes. You throw a fucking atomic bomb and take suicide or whatever. You do everything to the fucking kill everything that destroyed something you care about. Someone killed your child, you put the fucking atomic bomb at their house. You fucking destroy them. Right? You destroy them. They cheat on you, they steal your children, I don't know, your wife takes away your son or whatever, then you do something bad to them. You have revenge. Every animal has revenge in nature. Have you seen it's how it works, right? It's survival of the fittest. It's kill or be killed. It's fun to kill if you're nature. You have morals. You have, oh, it's bad to do this, it's bad to do this, it's unhygienic, it's unethical, it's this and this and that. Well, every single animal in nature, it is we learn in biology 101, like very early on in school. I have been to school, I hate school, and I think it's a fucking prison. But anyways, I learned in school about biology. This is something that we should learn our children ourselves. But yeah, biology 101, basically, kill or be killed. It's the in Sweden it's called näringskedja. What is it called? It's like a system where the smaller animal is lower, and then the biggest animal, and then we are human at the top of the näringskedja. What is it? Nutritional scale, whatever. What is it fucking called? But we're at the top. Humans are at the top, and lions are also high, and then and plants are at the lowest, and insects are low as well. You know, it's like, oh, this animal eats this animal, and there's another animal that eats the animal that ate the other animal, and so it goes up and up and up. Everyone eats each other, and then humans are at the top in nature. Different areas, biomes with kings of the biome. The king of the forest, the one that is the highest on the ladder in nature, and then maybe humans are always above. Nowadays, I don't know. But humans are always at the highest, basically, and then either it's like the highest predator, maybe it's a lion, maybe it's a wolf or something like that. That's the highest on the ladder. The lion is usually at the highest. The king of the nature, forest, whatever, savannah. But we aren't living in Garden of Eden where everyone is kind to each other, everyone, no one eats each other, no one does anything bad, no one does anything, this fucking vegan, modern day, disgusting propaganda that makes no fucking sense whatsoever. You're looking nature, literally, you're looking nature, you see dead birds, someone eating dead birds, you see people killing things, and you see animals killing each other. It's normal. You go to a natural tribe, of course they eat 100% meat. They hunt the animal, they eat the liver, they drink the blood from the animal right after butchering it. They literally have a fucking head of the animal as their fucking trophy. They fucking sleep with dead heads. They have fucking animals on the walls, big deers, big things that I've hunted. Maybe they have the lion, maybe they have the bear, they have pelt gear in cold climates. It's natural. All of these things, they do fish, they hunt fish, they eat the liver, they eat, you know, it's natural. We are not living in this Garden of Eden. No, it's survival of the fittest. It's nature. And so the plants are the same. You eat plants, you become sick because plants try to defend themselves, as plants cannot move. Animals can move, yet plants can't move. How do you think they defend themselves if they cannot move? Well, they have these things where you touch them, you die. You eat, you chew them, they can feel that you're eating them, and they want to kill you along with me. So they're killing the one who is eating it. All these natural plants are naturally killing everything. They have been cultivated, they have been domesticated. They don't kill you anymore. They still make you really sick, and they will kill you earlier, but they don't kill you right away. It's slow acting poison that builds up in your body and depletes your nutrition and everything in your body. It's fucking poison. It's very natural occurring poison. It's very, very, very dangerous. And plants are also living creatures, and hence why they have protective measures against everything, as they cannot move and protect themselves really. But they are poisonous, and a lot of fucking animals knows this. We are the only fucking species that fucking touch these fucking very dangerous plants. And we are fucking idiots and die for it, because we fucking deserve to die, because we don't even follow our instinct. We're fucking slaves that can't even think for ourselves. Of course we die in nature. It's disgusting. And here is every plant, like every single fucking plant. Most of them doesn't even exist. Have you seen like pictures of carrots, of corn? Maybe you can see previous videos on the channel. I showed them where a lot of these vegetables don't even look the same. They have been domesticated and changed so we can eat them. Yet we shouldn't really eat them in the first place. We can eat them without dying right away now, but it's still unideal, of course. Some kind of logic there you should use, right? You're not a fucking moron. You're in nature, you want to survive, then you choose something with high calorie, high nutritional content, and it's always the liver, it's always the meat, it's always the boar, it's always the mammoth, it's not the fucking 5,000 calories of fruit. Well, that takes you days and you might die in the process. Why would you rely on plant food when you can get satiated and full and get all the nutrients you want in meat? It's stupid. Maybe some fruits there and there. To hydrate yourself or whatever, but you eat mainly meat, and organ meat is the most nutritional. That's why the children and the women and the pregnant women always gets the liver and the, I don't know, like brain and testicles, the most nutritional part of the animal. Every single plant that is in the convenience store, not just in the wild, that is in your convenience store, in your so-called place where you pick your food. Every single plant, even carrots, corns, even water, what are those called? Cucumbers, everything, pepper, potatoes, whatever, bullshit, bread. All of these bullshits are artificial ingredients, or they have 60 naturally occurring pesticides and carcinogens. Carcinogens are potential cause of cancer substance. You're eating 60 substances that can potentially give you carcinogens. Oh my fucking god, is this healthy? Not really, I would say. Naturally occurring pesticides. You talk about pesticides and how they literally kill cells. Well, let me tell you something. They're also called something called naturally occurring pesticides, which is far more. It says here 10,000 times. It's what I've seen in a study and what I've heard. But I do not think it's this bad, because then you would die instantly. Well, maybe that's why you die instantly when you eat like a mushroom that you shouldn't eat, because it has 10,000 the killing of cells. But I know that it's far more potent than the pesticides we spray on them, which is already fucking terrible, which you think let's put some water, let's put some fucking tap water with heavy metals and try to get rid of all the toxins. You're adding new, and funnily enough, when you add like fucking water, cold water, warm water makes the plastic worse. Cold water on my plants, you think you're removing the pesticides. No, you're not. You need to water isn't enough to literally get rid of these fucking toxins on the fucking plants and stuff. So why would you ever eat fucking plant? It's even if you manage to wash it correctly, it's still fucking this many carcinogens in them. 60 plus pesticides plus natural occurring plus it will fucking kill you. That's the point I want to make you here. So the fucking conclusion: plants, they are full of fiber, which is something that our body can't digest. There is only a certain amount of animals that can use this, and even them can't really use it. It's just because of the bacteria. They have 4 stomachs with a lot of bacteria. If they're healthy cows, they can digest grass, they can digest fiber, but they have four stomachs. They have 4 times. We have 1 stomach. We are monogastric creatures. We are monogastric creatures. There are some animals such as pigs and boars and chickens and whatever. We have a lot of animals have 1 stomachs. There are only specific animals that has 4 stomachs to digest fiber. Nearly every carnivore or whatever has 1 stomach, because you need 4 stomachs to digest fiber. And so the funny thing is with these animals is that they eat plants. But there's no saturated fats. It's no like protein in grass. Well, they have 4 stomachs, and funnily enough, we have found and we have measured this, and we can see that cows who eat grass get saturated fats and protein, just like we do when we eat meat. So they get the same as we get in meat when they eat plants. So they should eat plants because they're herbivores. And when we eat meat, we get the nutrients we need. When herbivores eat plants, they get the nutrients they need. And most of the plants doesn't exist in the wild, by the way. So most of the so-called plants they eat is grass, clovers, and wheat. No animal like eat wheat because it's not fucking natural. I can't see wheat farms, whatever. It's just monocultures. It's not natural at all. If you eat a plant, it's a natural occurring plant, and I can tell you that 99% of the fucking vegetables you find in the store, herbivores don't even eat those. Herbivores don't even eat those. So this should make you realize how fucking stupid this is. So you're eating things that your body can't digest. That's why you're cheating. It's not normal to shit, to poo every single day. It's not normal. I do it 2 times a week, maybe once a week, depending on how much I eat. If I eat less, which is I eat more organ meat, which is higher in nutrients, so I have to eat less overall, then I shit less. So maybe I have 1 bowel movement per week, maybe 2, depending on what I eat. That's what I mean. It's not normal to have 1 per day, that's as some people do. And there are some people, they like eat a lot of, they're like bodybuilders, they eat a lot of fiber, they eat a lot of calorie maxing, bodybuilding maxing. They're shitting 2 to 3 times a day, and that's very abnormal. That is putting 20 times the stress on your liver, and you live 20 times, literally 20 times less lifespan, because you put a lot of strain on your body. You're enlarging your heart, you destroy your heart, you destroy your liver because it has to digest things that you can't actually digest. You're eating plants, you're doing a lot of cardio, you're fucking your health, you're fucking your liver, you're fucking your thing that digests the food, and you're fucking your heart. You get heart rate problems or you get liver problems. Fatty liver disease, you die early by fatty liver disease or heart disease because you're stressing and putting food in that strains. Fiber takes 20 times more effort to break down than raw meat, as raw meat literally breaks down very easily, and your body doesn't have to work as hard to break it down, and it works less, so less strain on your body and more nutrients. So win-win on every situation, and that's why this is just fucking bullshit. So my conclusion is that you're eating waste product that has no basic nutrients, your body can't even use it, and you're getting toxins. And with 60 different carcinogens, and then naturally occurring pesticides that have been studied to be up to 10,000 times, it's probably 10 to maybe 15 times worse than normal pesticides. So yeah, you're getting toxins and food you can't digest, and you're decreasing your lifespan because it takes, because of the toxins. But even if it had 0 toxins, it would still decrease your lifespan more than meat because it is hard to digest. And you've probably heard of the saying, you are what you eat, and this is true. Of course, you are a unhealthy depressed little human, as well, most of your so-called emotions or health comes from your gut and your brain, and they're both very closely connected to each other. Healthy gut, healthy brain, healthy brain, healthy gut, whatever. They're very connected to each other. So if you have an unhealthy gut, if you have leaky gut, then you're gonna feel like shit, because it's connected to your brain. When you have malnourished, when you put toxins in your brain, it's not gonna function as well. When I put 60 cancer-promoting items, pesticide that is shown to destroy cells, and a lot of different other toxins, and make our body very tired because it has to digest things that are very dangerous in the first place, of course our brain is not gonna work as well and efficient as we actually want. So you are what you eat. You've heard about this formula, you've heard about this before. And what is the formula I use to know what I should eat and not? Very fucking simple. You don't need a fucking book for this, you don't need a religious text, you don't need anything. You need to be a human, and humans are natural creatures that live out in the wild just like every other animal. Nowadays we apparently don't, because we are very far detached from nature. There is no you didn't need anything. Maybe it's a tribe leader, maybe it's the one that gives you life lessons, whatever, but the only thing that you should be able to do to survive is follow your natural instinct and your intuition. And what is it that I use for this? The formula I use for everything nowadays, everything, is do what is the most natural thing to do, and do what our natural ancestors did. So what did we do in the wild when we lived hunter-gatherer whatever society? What did we do when we were hunters, when we were living out in nature, seeing the sun, when we had suntans, when we were very healthy and natural, when we had like so much testosterone and very strong skulls and strong bone structure, when we were strong? What did you do when we were powerful, strong, high testosterone, when we were happy and healthy and so on? What did we do? Well, what food did we eat? Well, cooking didn't exist. You can't see a lion, a gazelle, you can't see anyone. You can't see a lion, you can't see any carnivore with putting a steak on a fucking even on a plate. They eat like naturally, but you can't find them with a cooking pan or whatever. Boiling, cooking, whatever didn't exist. No cooking existed in nature, and so if you need to cook your food, that is also a sign. You need to cook certain vegetables to actually eat them, even though it's, you know, oh, but carrots aren't actually that bad. Well, these mushrooms, they're actually edible. There's like these specific mushrooms that are edible, but you need to cook them to still eat them. You can't eat certain raw plants because it's dangerous. So what did our ancestors do? They didn't have access to cooking. Oh, but campfire. Yeah, that's like maybe they maybe they cooked food sometimes. Maybe if they, I don't know, if they thought it was unsafe to eat, if their instinct or whatever told them to not eat it. But most of the time you see them, they eat the food right away. Every natural animal eat the food right away. Fires were used because it was cold as fuck outside, because people didn't use much fires when they were living in this natural climate, warm climate, but then when it got colder they had to build houses and had to get firewood, they had to do these things, they had to make everything warm. But did they really use the campfires for cooking? It's not 100% for sure, but we do know this, that a lot of the vitamins and minerals and nutrients, micronutrients, not and macro, every nutrients in the food decreases when you cook it. It's easier to digest, maybe it's easier to digest because your body isn't used to eating actual food. But naturally, meat, for example, so steak, let's say a ribeye steak, a shuck steak, whatever steak, liver, whatever, when you cook it, you lose the vast majority of the protein, the fat, the vitamins, the minerals, the natural water, everything. You lose the hydration part, you lose nearly every nutrients when you cook it, as when it exposed to high heat, it dissolves, and the vitamins and stuff like that gets less. Of course, you get less nutrients when you cook it. You get less nutrients when you cook it, and you make the toxins worse as you're heating up, because today we have a lot of microplastics, so when you heat up plastic, it's 1,000 times worse. So the bad things that we can't avoid today, because nearly every natural animal has fucking what is it called, plastics in their testicles, as humans, or any animal in nature for that fact, is not adapted to, you know, getting rid of plastic. So it's in our blood and in our vein, and yes, we are very much unhealthy compared to all humans. We can live as natural as possible, but I don't, it's impossible to live to like 150, 200 years old, because of these natural toxins that we, or these toxins, unnatural plastics or whatever, heavy metals that we cannot get rid of our body. So very dangerous things that we cannot get rid of anymore. But the formula I use for everything is this: do it in most natural. We eat raw meat, as raw meat has all the nutrients we need basically. Maybe we eat some fruits, and no cooking, no fucking cooking. Maybe we eat some fruits for hydration. We have seen a lot of tribes. There is tribes that drink coconut water. There, nearly every tribe drink naturally blood, as that's the most natural thing to do. Drink blood, eat raw meat, muscle meat or organ meat, and that's where you get your nutrients and your hydration from. Nearly everything in one package from the animals. We are hunters and we feel the best, and we are the most healthy when we are hunters. It's the most natural thing for us to do as carnivores. Right? It's fun, we enjoy hunting, and we get every nutrients we need from hunting. And we even our clothes, bro. We get fur from the animals we hunt as well. So we get clothes, we get all hydration basically, and all our food from the animals, and joy from, yeah, I guess reproducing and hunting is what, literally, reproducing and hunting is like all we did in nature. We were out in the sun, reproducing and hunting. Those are the two things we did outside in nature. So that's like half our life, hunting, bro. Naturally half our life. So that's the formula I use for diet, and what I use for, yeah, I use my intuition, what I want to do, and then I use this for, oh yeah, we are naturally supposed to be outside all day. So this is the formula I use for everything, and this is how you know if something is good or not. If something is made in a factory, the fucking seedles, if something is a plant that doesn't exist in nature like 200 years ago, it's also a cope. Right? And so at the end of the day, when it comes to food, all that you're left with is uncooked food, so raw, natural food, that is not made in the last like 200 years, and that is certain fruits, raw honey, raw meat. Raw organs, blood, beef tallow, beef fat. So what I'm eating now, I can't get my hands blood, unfortunately. It's the one thing I really want to get my hands on, but I have a very hard time finding any farm or whatever that's kilometers near my house. So I have to keep drinking water. But I start eating a lot of raw organs now. I eat raw meat, raw ground beef, a lot of beef tallow. It's all grass-fed, of course. Grass-fed beef tallow, grass-fed ground beef, and then grass-fed raw liver, which is probably the #1 food you can eat in the world. Raw grass-fed beef liver from this local farm country, whatever. I buy it online, but it's from my country, Sweden, and it's very high quality. So yeah, this is the formula I use. And you are what you eat, so the better food you eat, the more natural food you eat, the more closer you are to nature, the closer to health maxing. Health maxing is literally nature maxing, it's the same thing. The closer you are to nature, the healthier you are. It's as simple as that. And so you are what you eat, and so if you eat fucking modern food, bullshit food, if you eat plant slave food, then you become very unhealthy. You live less, you feel depressed, you feel like shit, because this is, you are what you eat. And so you are happy and healthy when you eat food that is actual food, that it's actual food for our ancestors. If our ancestors looked at our food today, they will dismiss it. They will feel really bad when they smell it. They smell like shit. Now when I've eaten raw meat for a lot of weeks, when I am very sensitive to smells. When I smell a fucking perfume, I almost die. It smells like shit. When I smell like plants, bread smells so bad. Everything that we normally eat, whatever, smells like shit today, because I have deep brainwashed myself, and I eat what I'm naturally supposed to eat. I am not depressed at all. I don't think I've been very unhappy in the last few days at all. So just follow this formula, and you should see massive results, as I have done in the last couple of days.